Hey everyone, this is Dimitri Pragmatic with MarketChameleon.com. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a new tool that is helpful to traders that are looking specifically to do some analysis on intraday stock movements or stock behavior for either a short-term trade or a setup. And I'm going to go here, I'm going to use SPY as an example, and under tools, like so, I'm going to look at intraday returns. And here we see that these are stats for SPY that are looking for intraday stock behavior, intraday stock returns, and it'll provide us with some statistics to help us answer a few questions that we may have. For example, if we wanted to see what does SPY usually do the last hour of the day, from 3 to 4 p.m. We could set that time over here. Start time, let's say 3 p.m. End time 4 p.m. And I'm going to calculate these stats. And once we calculate, we get a few different measurements. In the first measurement, we could see what does the stock tend to move up or down that last hour. And you could see here that in the last hour, it tends to move on average 0.2%. And here, this, just for convenience, takes that percentage, multiplies it by the current stock price to give us a dollar value, up or down 99 cents. The median move over here, also, it's a little bit less than 0.2%. We rounded here, but when we convert it, you could see that if we converted that median move, that would equate to 0.68 cents. So if you're looking to make perhaps price out a potential straddle in SPY that last hour, and you wanted to compare the market prices to what the move was in SPY historically, you could make that comparison pretty quickly. Over here, we also provide simple returns, and what this will do is take the average of all the returns instead of the absolute average, which converts everything to positive. It takes the simple average, and here you could see that on average it broke even up and down. If we took the best move, the best upside move in our observations, you could see that's 0.9%, which would equate to $3.75 based on the last price. The worst move was down 1.6%, which would equate to $7.22 based on the last price. In addition, we could see how the stock tended to perform. How often did it move higher? How often did it move lower? And that's what this ratio is here. So if we just took the last hour of trading, we could see that in our observations, 53% of the time, the stock moved higher. 47% of the time, the stock moved lower that last hour. In addition, if we just separated all the up moves and all the down moves, on average, all the up moves were up 0.2%. On average, all the down moves were down 0.2%. So here you get a really quick visual and statistical analysis of intraday performance for a particular stock that you choose. Here we're using SPY, and down here we have a graph that is showing you day by day. So this way you could see if there are any trends or patterns. So the red bars mean the move was down, the green bars mean the move was up, and the bars represent the magnitude of each move. So let's say we wanted to go a little bit further and we wanted to ask another question. Well, how did this stock perform the last hour of trading, but at the end of the week on Friday? So if today's Friday and we wanted to compare if on Fridays it tended to move differently, we could drop this down and select Fridays, and then we could rerun it. And once we do, we get different stats that are looking at historical data for the stock performance between 3 and 4 p.m. on Fridays. And if we come down here, these are all the supporting data in our analysis. Let's say we wanted to narrow down the number of observations. We could drop this down and select how many weeks of observations we want in our analysis. If we wanted to do a different analysis and see how did the stock perform on days where there was a certain event, let's say like an interest rate decision, FOMC speaker, existing home sales, we could select that and then recalculate, and it'll run us a new set of statistics based on those parameters. Another quick analysis we could do is compare how did SPY do versus some other securities. So let's just say we wanted to see how SPY, the S&P 500, performed given the same parameters versus the NASDAQ 100 QQQ. And I'm going to calculate that. And then when we come down here, we could see over here how SPY performed the last hour versus QQQ. We could see the best and worst performance. And also how often did SPY go up and how often did QQQ go up or down in that same period. So very quickly, if you're looking to analyze a short-term trade or an option, either call or a put or a straddle, and you're looking at a much smaller time horizon that's intraday, this tool can help run those analytics. So thanks everyone for joining, and hope to see you guys in the next video.